myself, Dr. Shalini R. Lihitkar, working in Department of Library and Information Science, Rashtrasanta Tukroji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur. Today we will see the use of reference management tools to avoid violation of publication ethics. There are two parts of this presentation. First is violation of publication ethics and then how to avoid by using the reference management tool, that is Zotero. So here, friends, this presentation endeavors to throw a light on various aspects of research ethics. First is what are the ethics, then how the research and publication ethics are there, what is the importance of ethics, what are the various principles, codes, and especially core codes we will see, then area of ethics in research and publication, then how to avoid violation of ethics by using the reference management tools, and we will go into the depth of the Zotero. What are ethics? First point is moral principles that govern a person's behavior or the conducting of an activity. It is a branch of knowledge that deals with moral principles, and the term is derived from the Greek word which is from ethos and which can mean custom, habit, character, and the positions. It involves systematizing, defending, and recommending concept of right and what is wrong behavior. Ethics is concerned with what is good for individuals and society and is also described as a moral philosophy. So, what are ethics for research and publications? Ethics for research and publication refer to the rules of conduct of carrying out research. It is the ethical issues are present at every stage of our research and of our publication, and it is an essential part of research process, and it is also the essential part of the publication process. So let us see about the objectives of the research and publication ethics. The first and broad objective is to protect human participation. Second objective is to ensure that research is conducted in a way that serve interest of individual, groups, and the society as a whole. It is the third final objective is to examine specific research activity and project for their ethical soundness, looking at issues such as management of risk, protection of confidentiality, and the process of informed consent. Let us see why it is important. Ethics are very important in research and publication because generally the norms promotes the aims of research such as knowledge, truth, and avoidance of errors. Many of the ethical norms helps to ensure that researcher can be held accountable to the public. And since when we do the research, generally we are doing the coordinating among many different peoples or with the different disciplines or with the different institutions, and which promotes the values that are essential to collaborative work. So for collaborative work, we should be trust, accountability should be there, mutual respect should be there, and fairness in our should be there in the research collaborative. The fourth, ethical norms in research also helps to build a public support for the research. Many people are more likely to fund a research project if they can trust the quality and integrity of research. And many norms of research promote a variety of other important moral and social values. So, such social responsibility like human rights, then animal welfare, compliance with the law, and the public health and safety we should also see in the research. So here there are various codes and principles of research. Let us see one by one the principles of codes of research. First is the honesty. We should also strive for honesty in all the scientific communication. Honesty, we should also present the honestly report data. For example, result we should present in a honest way. We should not fabricate or falsify the data. Second one is objectivity. First, Try to avoid the bias in the research design, data analysis, interpretation, peer review, and other aspects of research. Their objective is expected or it is required. Third one is integrity. Keep your promises, act with sincerity, and strive for consistency and thoughts and action. Next one is carefulness. We should be very careful while collecting the data, presenting the data, or disseminating our research publication. Openness. We should not be biased for collection of the data or in the research designing. Then respect for intellectual property. We should also give a credit to the due authors, whatever authors we are using for writing the publications or in our research. We should also maintain the confidentiality, and next one is responsible publication. Responsible publication means we should avoid the wasteful and duplicative publications. Then responsible mentoring. We should also help to educate, mentoring and the advice to the student how to publish the paper, how to present the data. We should also respect for the colleagues, and whatever the social responsibility we have, then we have to strive to promote the social good and present social harms through the research. We Next one is the non-discrimination. We should avoid the discrimination against our colleagues or students on the basis of sex, rationality, or the ethnicity. Next one is competence. We should also maintain and improve your own professional competency and expertise through lifelong learning and lifelong education. Legality. We should also obey the relevant laws and the governmental laws we have to follow. Animal care. This animal care we are not following in the social research, but if anybody is doing on the medical research, then show proper respect and care for the animals when you are using in your research. Then human subject protection. When we are conducting the research on human subject, we should also respect the dignity, privacy, and autonomy of that particular human. This is the slide regarding the codes of ethics, which is underpinned by various associations, various universities, and various professionals bodies. Even in India, ICMR has published some guidelines, that is ethical guidelines for biomedical research and human participation. So this ICMR policy in 2019, that ICMR policy has also developed, which is on research integrity and publication ethics 2019. And even UGC has given the academic academic research integrity and prevention of plagiarism. So that is also coming under some type of, actually it is a law, but we can use for our research purpose. So let us see about the committees on publication ethics. So this is a COPE, which is called as a Committee on Publication Ethics. It is a non-profit organization whose mission is to define best practice in the ethics of scholarly publication and to assist editors, especially publishers, to achieve the professional ethics or publication ethics. It is an international forum for editor and publishers and peer-reviewed journals that provides us the code of conduct and best practice guidelines and that define publication ethics. COPE also educates and the support, give the support to the editors, publishers, those involved in the publication ethics, and advise the editor how to handle the cases of research and publication misconduct. And this COPE aim of moving the culture of publishing towards one where ethical practice become the norms and part of the publication culture. This is the homepage of the COPE. You can access this homepage, publicationethics.org, and every faculty members, every research scholars, every student has to go with this particular site so that we can understand the what is COPE and how they are promoting the research ethics or publication ethics. So this is the promoting integrity in scholarly research and its publication. So this COPE, what COPE core practices are, they are providing the various guidelines regarding the allegation of misconduct. If some misconduct is there in the publications, they are providing the guidelines how to handle, and they are providing the flow charts also for each of these points. They are also providing the intellectual property. They are also providing the guidelines for the journal management, how to do the management of the journals regarding the publications, what are the peer reviewed process. They are also providing that guidelines. Then how the post publication discussions they have to handle. They are also providing the guidelines. What will be the authorship and contributorship? They are providing the guidelines. They are also dealing with the complaints and the applications, appeals. They are also giving the guidance regarding the conflict of interest and competing interest. And they are also providing the guidelines for data and reproducibility and all ethical oversights they are providing. So friends, they are providing the best practices which we can use for our research and publication. So this is the one example. They are providing a various flow charts for each points which we have seen on the previous slides. Then let us see about the ethical principles of research. The first principle is autonomy. Second one is competence. Third one is non-maleficence. Yes, fourth one is integrity, beneficence, then responsibility, honesty, which we have already seen in the previous slide. But this is the principles or ethical principles which are very concerned with the research. It is next one is uh, 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 justice. Next one is justice, dignity, integrity, and confidentiality. So in research, we have to follow all these ethical principles. Then, what are the areas of ethics in steps of research? So, in every research, whenever we do the research, in every research, we have to follow the ethical principles. So, how to follow these ethical principles in each steps of research? That is research problem, research questions. Then, how to follow the ethics in research design? How to follow the ethics in data collection and analysis, and when we are producing that particular research in the dissemination form, then what are the various areas of ethics? So let us see one by one with each areas of ethics. So ethics in research problem, how to follow this ethics in research problem? So is it significance problem that will definite others? Does it worth the public money? We have to also see. So whenever we select the problem of research, then we have to also see, is the problem which is funded by the public money, is it a significant one? Then have you done a thorough literature review to see if other studies exist? Then we should not take that one. If you are taking from other point of view, then you can take it. But first, the thing ethics is that you have to do the literature survey before choosing your research problem. Then is it ethical to repeat the study if it has been done before? So with these 3 points or 3 questions, you have to answer yourself and then choose your research problem. And it will shows the various code of ethics or principles of ethics. If you follow all these 3 questions answer, then you will get the code, means ethical code, that is responsibility, then competency, non-maleficence, and beneficence. So like this, you have to follow all the ethics in every stage of research. So this is the first step of research problem. Whenever you choose your research, you have to follow some ethics. The next area of ethics in research question. So whenever you develop your research question, you should ask yourself 2 questions. That is, does it expose the participants to unacceptable risk of privacy? You have to also clear. And you have to also clear the identity, the purpose of the study to the participants, so that you can follow the beneficence and the non-maleficence. So these 2 research ethics you can follow while designing your research question. The next area is ethics in research design. So what we will do in the research design, generally we are choosing the sample. We are just taking the notes how to do your research. So for that you can ask yourself the 3 questions. is your choice of the study design as an ethical choice? You have to decide it. It may be from the observational or interventional point. You have to decide it. What will be the benefit? What will be the risk ration? You have to also decide it when you are forming the research design. And is the methodologically sound? So whatever research design, whatever research method you have choose, you have to also decide. Then do you have the expertise to do it? First do the pilot study. So in research design also, if you follow this the three questions ethically, then you will get the answers of ethics in research design. So you will follow this ethics: non-maleficence, beneficence, competency, and honesty. So in research, ethics in research design, you have to follow. And after that, the next area is ethics in data collection. So how you are following the ethics in data collection? So whenever you go for the data collection, you should respect the participants. And whatever research sites, if you are taking the websites, you have to also see how to collect the data from the website. We should also see the respect of the participants. Then respect the privacy. Whatever data you are collecting, you should also maintain the confidentiality, and you should also monitor the data. So whatever ethics you are following in data collection, you should follow. Then ethics in data analysis. So how to follow the ethics in data analysis? So whenever you do your analysis, you have to check the four questions. First is, how will you protect the anonymity of the participants? Because by name also we may not be showing the result. So you have to maintain the anonymity of the participants. Then how long will you keep the data once it is analyzed? That also you have to decide. Then where and how will your data will be protected? You have to also decide. Then how will you analyze the data? You any experience previously to analyze the data? If you don't have the experience to analyze the data, then understand how to analyze the data. So if you properly analyze the data, then you are following the ethics. So here also you don't have to fabricate the data, falsification of data. So that you have to take care in respect of the ethics. Then ethics in research dissemination. Research dissemination means generally after analyzing, after presenting our data, then we are disseminating it to the society by way of publication in the various journals, by way of publication in the various reports also. So that in that way we are disseminating the data. So once you decided to disseminate your research data, that time you have to decide that what will be the authorship. So for authorship and how the reporting should be there. So in first of the authorship, who will do and when. So whatever in research, suppose if you are taking the research project, and if you are taking the help of the research scholars, then you have to also write their names for publication. So who will do what and when, you have to decide it as an author. Then what will be the authorship order, then you have to also decide. Then what will be the conflict of the interest. So whenever you go for the authorship, then you have to take care of these 3 points, and then you will follow the ethics. Then whenever you report your research result, that time you have to take care about the fabrication. So fabrication means whatever data you are collecting, it should be shown as a transparent. So we should not be fabricate the data, we should not falsification the data, and we have to also take care about the plagiarism. And you may be knowing that nowadays many cases are caught in the plagiarism. UGC has also given the notification or regulations regarding this plagiarism. So we have to follow all the rules for plagiarism. And for this to avoid this plagiarism, you can use a various plagiarism tools also. So that is the ethics in research publication till now we have seen. Then what is the ethics in publication? That we have seen in respect of research, doing a research. But after research, after collecting all data, after analyzing all the data, you are going for the publication. So what type of ethics we have to follow while doing the publication. So for before that ethics, to see the ethics in publication, we have to see what is the publication process. Briefly, we can see this publication process. First is scientists do the studies and they will structurize their studies, they will write their studies, and they will form the various type of results in terms of paper. So after that, that scientist is sending the papers, that scientist is sending the paper to the journal editors, and that editors showing that paper or for peer reviewing, and peer reviewers read the papers and provide the feedback. After that, the editor will send the reviewers comment to the scientist, and whatever the revisions are there, we have to resubmit it, and after that it will be finally available to the publications or journals. This process we can see here in this picture. You can see that whenever you publish a paper, there is some process. So what are the process? Let me see, explain that process. First, we are submitting the papers. First, screening will be there according to that particular journals, whatever guidelines they are providing. So based on that guidelines that is available or not in your paper, they will first see. If the paper is not accordance with the format, whatever format they are expecting, so that it can be rejected and they will return the manuscripts. But first, in first screening, if the paper is accepted, then the initial scrutiny will be done by the editor in chief. Editor in chief accept the paper, and after that they will send for the peer reviewer. So peer reviewer, so they will say send the paper in the reviewer first and reviewer second also. Sometime reviewer third will be also there. So after that, if the paper is rejected by the reviewer, both the reviewers, then they will return the manuscript. But if the paper is accepted by the reviewers, then editor in chief will see whether the author has revised that paper or not, and based on that, again, if the second editor in chief is there, then they will also send the paper to the reviewers. They will also see that what will be the comments of the reviewers, and they will match if the author has revised it or not. So if it is accepted for publication, then it will publish. But if it is not accepted for publication, then it will be purely rejected. So like this, all publication ethics we have to follow. So publication ethics provides you the guides, the scientific papers to avoid the pitfall of plagiarism. So here we will discuss the publication ethics for author, reviewers, and editor. For authors, whenever you submit the paper, if our paper should be original work, it should not be published anywhere, then only we can publish. Then whatever references we have given, that references should be cited properly, and whatever the errors are revealed in the manuscript after the submission, we should must quickly uh, answer and forward it to the editor. So for this, you have to take care about all the ethical aspects while submitting your paper. And if we are as a reviewer, then we should maintain the confidentiality also, we should maintain the competency also, we should also give the preference to the references of cited work. Then review on the basis of knowledge, we have to check it. Otherwise, don't be biased for reviewing purpose. And for editor also, we have to follow some ethics. We should be very fair in the manuscript evaluation. We should maintain the confidentiality in the process of manuscript evaluation. We should also see what are the conflicts of interest pertaining to the authorship, and we should see that all ethical aspects. So for author it is very important, for researcher it is important, publication ethics, for reviewer also it is very important. Friends, let us see about the publication ethics, which are considered as a checklist. Whether the approval and consent we have to taken from the various authorities, whether the data accuracy, falsification and fabrication we are doing in the research, we have to also take care about that. We have to also take care about the plagiarism and self plagiarism, and we have to also take care about the submission fraud. We should not submit the publication in two journals. Then ethics of authorship also we have to take care, and ethics of interest also we have to take care. So before submission of your paper, you have to checklist with the publication ethics. Then violation of ethics in research and publication. Friends, this is the violation of publication ethics is a global problem and which includes duplicate submission, multiple submissions, plagiarisms, gift authorship, fake affiliation, ghost authorship, pressured authorship, and salami publication and fraud publication, which is coming under fabrication and falsification. But it also excludes the honest errors committed by the authors. Then points to consider to avoid the violation of publication ethics. Let us see about how we can avoid this violation of publication ethics. First, do citation search or footprint services by using the various databases. Whatever databases you are using for searching the literature, you have to first take care about the citation search. So if you do the citation search very systematically, and if you are organized that citation with the help of the reference management tool, then you can avoid the violation of publication ethics. Then take the help of research support service which the libraries of providing. Then take the help of where to publish, basically in the qualitative journals. So you can see also the list of UGC care list, you can see for qualitative journals. You can see also the various databases like Web of Science, they are also providing the master list, and even some of the reputed journals, they are also providing the master list of qualitative journals. You have to also understand what are the copyright policies and intellectual copyright policies. Then you have to also publish the quality paper in the peer reviewed journals. Don't publish in the predatory journals. Take care about the predatory journals also. Then create your own research brand. Whatever research you are doing, based on that only you have to publish the paper, and it will automatically create your research brand. So this point you have to take care while avoiding the publication ethics. Then give credit or attribution to the authors whose work you have used. Basically, you can use for this give credit to the authors by referring the reference management tool. Any tools you can use. We will go into the depth of that. Then use the plagiarism tools. Basically, understand the academic and research integrity and follow the guidelines of COPE. Every research scholar must go through this website of COPE, and if possible use the elsewhere ethical tools they are providing. You can also use and use the style manual. Then make your research count and publish ethically because it ensures scientific progress, it protects life and the planet, it promotes the ethical behavior, it is good for your reputation, and it is only the way, friends, we have to publish ethically. There are no alternatives to publish ethically. And you can also use various open source softwares or open source resources for your publication because it is free from the plagiarism, but only the thing is you have to give the attribution to the particular author. So for these are the open educational resources. You can use the DOAG site, you can use the various open courseware like Swayamprabha, CEC Consortia, EPG Pathshala, then Sakshat, eGyan Kosh. You can also use the various institutional repository like ROAD, DOAR, ROAR is also there. You can use or search the books by using the websites of UDC, Project Gutenberg, DOAB is also there. National Digital Library of India is also there. You can search the thesis with the help of Vidyanidhi, then NDLTD at international level. You can also use the site of Shodhganga and Shodhgangotri for searching the thesis. These are the various online learning platform like eGyanKosh, Nishta is there, NROER is there. So there are many online platforms you can use for your research purpose. These are the slides related with the books. You can use it for your purpose. It is a free from the copyright. You can use it. And let us see, friends, here the effective use of reference management tools for avoiding the violation of publication ethics. So here for this part, we will see what are the references, how to use this reference management tool, how to download the Zotero, what are the various functionalities of the Zotero, how to add and create and manage the references in using the Word file, and how to create your Zotero profile for your enhancing the research visibility. So let us see here the research life cycle. We have already seen this research life cycle, but only for just for learning purpose, you can see there are 7 steps of research. First, we are creating the idea plane. Then after that, we are searching the literature. We are using the site and we are using the literature. We are organizing the data and analyzing the data. After that, we are communicating and we are creating the impact for our research visibility. So this is the friends research life cycle, and basically for all this research life cycle, we should have the research skills. So for how to enhance our research skill by way of formulating question, observing, planning, collection of data, recording of data, organization of data, interpretation of data, and presenting our research finding in a systematic way. So for all this, you need some research skills. So especially for when you are collecting your review of literature, so when you are collecting your review of literature, that time you are doing a survey of your literature. That time, if you are not using the reference management tool, or you are not keeping the proper tag of whatever you have searched, then it may be difficult for us to memorize all the references, all the resources. So by using this reference management tool, you can keep the track of various uh, search, whatever search you have done. So for academic writing, we are using the journals article, we are writing also conference paper, we are writing also report, research report, books, editorial, book chapter, and book reviews we are writing. And for this, we are using the different type of resources from our library. And if you are not providing the proper citation, then you may caught in the plagiarism. This cartoon shows that the researcher has written a one article, and that researcher has shown to the guide, research guide, but the research guide is saying that article is well written, but where are the references and bibliography? So that is the responsibility of the guide and the researcher also. We have to take care about the references and bibliography. So if you are not taking care properly about the references and bibliography, then you may caught in the plagiarism. Friends, plagiarism is nothing but it is an act of presenting another person's work or idea as your own. So even if you are providing incomplete or wrong information about the source, then you may also caught in the plagiarism. That is called reference plagiarism. So to avoid all this, are you using the reference management tool or any type of software? You have to decide it. So go for any type of software. It may be a Mendeley, it may be a Zotero. So here you can see that purpose of references. Why to provide the references? To furnish the complete information of a document, we have to provide the references. And not only we are providing the references, but we have to provide in the order arrangement of complete bibliographical details. And whatever the statement we are writing in our research report, we should also support that statement by authenticity of the work. So for that also you have to write the references properly so that you can avoid the plagiarism. Then why to provide the bibliographical references? Friends, these are the points. We have to give the credit to the earlier verse, and that's why we have to write the bibliographical references systematically. We have to also show awareness of the work already done. We have to also validate the point, explain the statement or supplements for our research report. We have to provide the cross references, and we have to also acknowledge the previous work. We have to pay the tribute to the earlier pioneers, and for background reading we have to provide the bibliographical references, and identifying the original publication we have to provide the bibliographical references. So for all this purpose you have to provide the bibliographical references in a systematic way, and you can take the help of the reference management tool. So what reference management tool are? that allows the researcher to collect, organize, and insert citation while writing a research report. Because many publications we are come across with the relevant publication, and it may be difficult for us to remember which research work we had referred for our ongoing research. So for this, you can use this reference management tool. Then what is the need of reference management software? Because it will enhance the presentation and citation of our research report. We have to give the credit to the authors, and by using this reference management tool, you can avoid the plagiarism, and it will automatically save the time of the researcher as well as the guide. So you can use this time, saved time, for writing the another research paper. So for this purpose, you have to use all this reference management tool. There are many reference management tool like Zotero is there, Bibbase is there, reference manager is there, Bibsonomy is there. You can use any type of tools. It depends on you. Choice is yours. You can also use Citavi, Mendeley, EndNote also you can use, RefWork also you can use. And these are the free reference management tools like Mendeley, RefDB is there, BibBase is there, Citavi is there, Bibsonomy is there. These are the free reference management tool. And here there are some popular reference management tool like Zotero is there, which is very popular. Even Mendeley is also popular. The choice is here. You can use any reference management tool. So previously, if there were no reference management tool, then you have to learn about the citation manuals like Chicago Style Manual, MLA Style Manual, American Psychological Association Manual. But only the thing is, you have to learn it, and you have to also keep a track where to put the commas, inverted commas, then semicolon. So by using this reference management tools, you don't have to bother about all the punctuation marks which are used in this style manual. So use of reference management tool, because it can be used in n number of time. Once you generate your bibliographies, you can use it by many times. Then keep a track of the scientific literature. It will save our time. It can be processed automatically, and you can retrieve any type of references. You can link easier to access to the full text also. You can also uh, organize the automated management of PDF file, and you can use this DOI, digital object, and other persistent identifier by using this reference management tool. There are many functions of reference management tool. First is we can store any files in this software. We can import all metadata from various databases. It may be a Google Scholar, or it may be a Science Direct, or it may be a PubMed. We can export our personal data with our colleagues and those who are in the same line. We can also write the notes. We can search the duplicate entries in the software also. We can link the computer file, and we can create our personal database of research in various styles. We can collect and store and organize references, and putting the references and bibliography in various formats wherever we want in the text. So these are the another functions of reference management tool. Like we can import the citation, we can gather the metadata, we can also allow annotation of citation, we can also share some of the reference databases with our colleagues. We can also allow the interchange. We can also format the citation, and word processing can be also possible with this reference management tool. So there are some cloud powered tools are there. Cloud powered tools means anytime, anywhere you can access that particular tool. So Evernote is also there, Dropbox is also there, Digo is also there, and these two tools, reference management tools, they are also providing the facility of cloud power. So you can use from anywhere, from any desk also. So let us see about the Zotero, and it will help you to organize your research in a systematic way. So these tools offers various variety, like how to store it, how to manage, and how to cite the bibliographical references. It may be a books, it may be a journal article, it may be a website, or it may be any PDF file, or it may be any image or link or home page. So it can work on the add-on. So let us see about the how this Zotero work and what are the features of Zotero. it is under the free and open source software. Then it can be a platform independent, any platform. It can run on Windows, also on various Linux also platform it can run. It can work offline, friends, and it can also run on online. Integration can be also possible. Online integration with MS Word and Open Office is also possible. They are providing the 9333 referencing style. Any style you can choose it, and it is very easy to share the data, and it is very easy to link to the full text or PDF. They are also providing the facility of 26 fields and 34 type of resources. So you can use this Zotero. Let us learn about how to install the Zotero and various step-by-steps process of using the Zotero. So first process is, there are five steps for downloading Zotero and Zotero connector. That is the first step. Then you have to integrate the Zotero to the Word so that it can come to the Word format, Word menu, and then you can use it. Then third one is creation of folder and collections. Then you can put the references into your library. So there are four ways of putting the references into the library. First is from website, from PDF also you can export the data, metadata, by identifier, and by manual entry also you can put. Then how to insert the references into the documents. So insert references and insert bibliography. So let us see about how to download this particular websites or Zotero. You can see here that www.zotero.org. So after going to this particular website, you can download this Zotero along with the Zotero connector. After that, you can see that Zotero connector is there. If you download this Zotero connector, means your Chrome will be working, Zotero will be working with the Chrome software. So you have to download with the Zotero connector. So this is the downloaded Zotero. You can see here that various options are there. File, edit, view, tools are there. So once you download this, you will get this screen. After that, you can see that there is an option of tool. So there is an option of add on. So here you have to click on the add on. After clicking the add on, you can see this screen. So integrate Zotero with the Word. Open first the Zotero first and click tools add on once, and the Zotero Word for Windows integration will work. So here you have to click on this particular option so that the Zotero Word for window integration option will work systematically. So after installation, you can reinstall Microsoft Word add-on so that it will integrated with the Word. Then you can have the look with various options or menus, like file menus is there. You can see here new items, new notes, new collection. You can import it. You can import from the clipboard also. You can export your library also. There are many options, friends. Edit option is there, view option is there, tool option is there, and help option is there. And this is the option for searching. So if you are searching, then you can have that option like for searching. So let us see how to add it. So there are basically plus sign is there. By using this plus sign, you can use book. So if you click on the book, then if all metadata will be appear here. Suppose I have clicked on the open journal article. So all metadata related with journal article will be coming here, like what is the title, who is the author, abstract, publication, volume number, page number, issue number. So all metadata will be coming here. You can add it manually or you can add it from the websites. Then there are the option of you can attach link to the URL. You can also attach store copy of your file or any files you can add it. This is the advanced option, friends. You can use this advanced option. Once you created your library in the Zotero, then you can use this advanced option to search it. It will work as good as OPAC for our library. Then my publication option is also there. With this my publication options, you can create your own list and then you can share it on your profile page of the Zotero. But only the thing is, you have to take care about whatever work you are adding. It should be free from the copyright. You have to also see. So this is the slide regarding how to create the online Zotero account. We will go into the depth of that later. So first, let us see about how to make a creation of your folders. So first, click on here, and after that, you will open interface and new collection. You have to rename it and click on the OK. So you have to give here the file name in the Zotero so that you can create your own folder, your own library. Then let us see how to put the references in the library. So you can use that references from the website also. You can extract the website and you can save it in the Zotero. So go to the desired website. Like suppose I have chosen that Google Scholar and Scientometric I have written. So once you write the scientometric and you can search, you will get a number of results. So after that, just click on the yellow icons, and once you click on the yellow icons, all record will be saved here. So see here how the records will be saved. So once you click on that particular result, then you can save here by clicking on the yellow icon, and yellow icon will allow you how to save it. So once you save it, once you want to save it, you can choose your folder and you can save it. So in this way, you can save article. You can also save the journal's web page also. So if you want to save the web page of that particular journal or particular author, you can also save it. So like this, you can save it. Just you can see that Scientometric, whatever we have searched and saved, it will automatically coming here in your offline mode also, and in online also it can be possible. So once you want to save all records, then Zotero will also item selector will be chosen, and based on the item selector you can choose all records also. So just click on the OK button and click right click on that particular thing and click on the OK button. Whatever you want to save, you can save it. Then next step is putting references in the library. From PDF also you can put your references. Just drag the PDF file here, and automatically all the PDF files metadata will be extracted, and you can save that in the Zotero collection. And Zotero will retrieve all the metadata automatically. You have to see. So once you have dragged the files, you can see here this PDF file and all metadata will be here, you can see. Then putting references in library by the identifier. So once you select the ISBN number or DOI number, then just click on the enter, and it will automatically retrieve the metadata of specific documents. You can see here the metadata of specific documents. Then putting references in the library by manual entry also it can be possible. Just click on the plus sign. If you want that book, then book metadata will be recorded or fed. Then you can fed the metadata of book. You can fed the metadata of journal articles also. So it depends on you what type of metadata you want to store or feed. So here also with click on the icon, you can also archive the web page. Just we have previously also seen. And finally, you can also import the items from the other reference tools. Suppose you are using the different reference tools, and if you want to shift to Zotero or if you want to shift for any other software, it can be also possible with the import items record. Then there is a very good facility, friends. You can save your research notes here. For example, if I saved this scientometric scientometric article, and if you double click on that, the automatically the note area will appear, and in this note area you can write the any note regarding that particular article. So that can be also possible. Here it is possible also. You can there are basic and advanced search here. If you want to search whatever databases we have created in the Zotero, you can search with this scientometric. For example, I have typed here scientometric. So once I typed here scientometric, all the record related with scientometrics will be coming here. Then this is the facility. Word integration can be also possible. Open Office integration can be also possible here. Just see how this MS Word Zotero toolbar. So once you integrate the Zotero with your Word, That means once you open the Word file, automatically the Zotero toolbar will be there, and you can use various features with the Zotero. So what type of features they are providing? They are providing the how to insert the citation, insert bibliography, what will be the preference. Then if you want to edit, then you can edit it. If you want to edit the citation, then you can also edit it. Let us see how to insert the references. Just I have opened the one Word file, and there is a toolbar of Zotero. By add and edit citation, you just add it. So once you click on the add and edit citation, you have to give the cursor, keep the cursor there, and then you can write the citation. So once you write the citation, all Zotero record will be automatically coming here. For example, just I have typed scientometric, then whatever scientometric records we have saved from the various formats, like it may be a PDF format, or it may be from the website, it may be from the DOI. So all formats will be coming here, and then just enter it. Suppose if you want to enter this particular citation, just click on that particular citation and enter it. You will get the citation there. You can use a various citation styles. For example, if you want that American Psychological Association citation, so it depends on you which type of citation. You can add and manage the different additional citation styles also. See here, get additional citation style menu is there. You can just click on that menu, you will get the particular additional citation style. Then how to insert the bibliography. We have seen that how to insert the citation. Now how to insert the bibliography. So here whatever numbers you are seeing, that is citation, and for that particular number we are providing the bibliography. So how to insert? There is an option in Zotero toolbar of your Word, and after installation of your Zotero, then Word and Edit Bibliography is there. Just click on that Word and Edit Bibliography. You will get all the inserted bibliography in your Word file. You can also work with the web account of Zotero, and it will allows you to view your library online. Let us see how it will work. So first, for working with the Zotero online account, you have to first register it. This is a free account. You can create it. Only the thing is you have to create your username and password. It will automatically allow you for creation of the account. You have to fill the information. After that, you have to set up the Zotero synchronous. It can be synchronized with the offline also. Whatever data you have saved with the offline data Zotero, it can be also converted into the online also. So see here, we have created the profile in the name of Shalini Linitkar. And if you want to edit your profile, you can edit your profile. You can add your image also. You can add your affiliation. You can add your biodata also. So that whenever you use this Zotero online library, and if it is like a bookmarking tool, if anybody is seeing our work and if they are referring, then it is also our, and it will enhance our research. Friends, this is the screenshot for doing setting. Add with the group, you can add the group also, and you can also do the new post. You can join the people, and you can also do the discussion on the Zotero platform. And this is the particular slide regarding how to create your own library and collection online. So this is the screen for online Zotero. You can also work the same feature which it is available in the offline mode of Zotero. It can be also available in the online. By plus sign is there. You can add books. You can add any number of items like book section. You can add the journal article. You can also upload the files also. So this is the slide regarding how to add the books, how to add by DOI. You can just have the experience. You can download any articles and you can save in the Zotero also. So friends, this is an amazing technology. You can use it, and if you want to learn more, you can use this www.zotero.org. And to conclude, I can say that if research is done based on the safe and ethical manner, it can be benefit to the society. Even though various professional codes, laws, regulations, ethical committees can provide you the guidance only, but the ultimate determinants rest with the researcher moral, and value system. So inculcate the ethics at your initial stage of research and publication. Learn something new every day, and learn, don't never stop learning. And you can see the here this cartoon, you can do the mirror test, because once you see in the mirror you can look your eyes. So be moral and be ethical, and just uh, uh, value system is more important. So be ethical, publish ethically, and get started with the ethical things. So here these are the references I have used for this presentation. These are all my research IDs. You can use it. If you have any question, you can ask me through mail also. And if you want to use all the research ID, you can use it for my publication also. So thank you once again for patience listening.